Jesus, the days you see sitting outside. Holy shucks. Good morning, good morning. Chasing Chicken Monday. Willie's got it. What? Willie's get it. Damn sure going out bad. Ain't it? Oh yeah, she going out bad. She ain't. Well, I ain't gonna say she going out bad. Yeah, I like Sheryl Swoopes. Well, I like her game. I don't really know her person. Yeah, I don't know her person. I don't know if she going out bad, but we'll see. I mean, it can be easily fixed. All she got to do is say, you know what? I apologize. I didn't give her a chance. I said something that was a little bit not factual, and keep it pushing. But good morning, good morning. Hit that like button on the way in, or hit the dislike button on the way out. Up to you. But yeah, man, a lot of people been going at this young lady. Uh, some of it undeservingly, and some of it a little jealousy, because you know it could be said what's going on with Caitlin Clark could be the same thing could be said for some of the NBA players. Even myself, like it's guys that came in and made way more money than legends back in the day. I mean, you can find legends, you can find people in MJ's era that made more money than him at the time. You can find people who came. Uh, it's players in this era that can't touch the jockstrap of Moses Malone and a lot of these players, and they made quadruple the amount of money. So it's always going to be that money thing. So a lot of the attention that this young lady gets, they are benefiting from it though. I remember seeing the big, tall WNBA player girls land in the airport waiting on regular flights. They'd be laying all out 6'6", 6'2", 6'7" women laying all around the airport waiting on a regular flight, sitting in the regular seats at 6'5", 6'6". Everybody trying to get the exit row. And now Caitlin Clark has come there, and they were supposed to have been had charter flights. And I know that's the argument that some of the women go say, we were been supposed to have it. But you didn't. You didn't have it. So if I was them, I would embrace this young lady. Sheryl Swoopes is a three-time, I think she was a three-time, three-peat WNBA champion, so she a monster on the court. It's not that her basketball game, she has a right to speak, but, you got to speak in a way where you still building up the game for your children to come or somebody else's daughter to come. Because it's not like the things that Caitlin Clark is bringing to the game are going to disappear after the game is over with. This is women empowering women. You don't have to ask men to do it now because Caitlin Clark is help doing it. All this long time they've been asking for men, 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 men. No, y'all women, if y'all stick together and stop beefing with each other, you don't need no man to do a damn thing. Hell, men are going to watch Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark go play. I mean, I watched the WNBA for a different reason. I never watched the WNBA until, I started knowing and interacting with some of the WNBA players, and I would go support them on their respective teams, and that's it. But now it's like a whole hysteria around this WNBA game, and people are going to watch. Look at Asia Wilson. She to me is the best player in the game right now. Shout out South Carolina stand up. Asia Wilson is the best player in the game. But even she doesn't bring, for whatever reason, enough stardom as Caitlin Clark. She doesn't bring enough stardom as Caitlin Clark. So yeah, these women nowadays, they fine. They fine as I don't know what. And they're showing their femininity while they're playing. And I think that's another reason why the game is going to another level. Angel Reese is not out there, standing there, making you think she's a man that's playing basketball because she's tall and because she hoop. She's letting you know I'm a woman. And she pulled them shorts up high, and she wearing them little small shorts, and she got a dome, and she wearing her lip gloss, and she looking good outside the arena while looking good playing. And so that brings attention to the game, whether you like it or not. That brings attention to the game. You know, a lot of these women, some of the older women didn't embrace their femininity. They, in my opinion, they didn't embrace their femininity. They were more trying to mimic some of the guys. And now these girls are still looking like beautiful ladies and out there hooping. And so that piques men interest, a little more. You got NBA players going to the game now. They want to see Angel Reese, see if she gonna twerk while she playing. Yep, my people in Indiana have season tickets to the Fever games now, and Tamika Catchings used to play for the Indiana Fever, and she's a great player, one of the best players that ever played for the Fever. But even she didn't bring the attention as a Caitlin Clark, and that's no disrespect to her and or her game. She's an amazing player, great woman, but Caitlin Clark, people go see her play. It's about putting behinds in the seats, and they go see her play. You gotta respect it. And if these women stick together instead of, worrying about who getting the accolades and who did what and who said what and how we did what, man, I remember when the top salary was 95,000 a year. And because of the hard work and the sacrifice that these girls put in back in the day, the previous generation, the Sheryl Swoopes, the Tamika Catchings, the Shamika Hose Call, and all those girls, they put in the work for you to get more money instead of having to go overseas to get all the money. Now you can make $250,000 in the WNBA. I know. Compared to the men's game, you can say that's nothing, but $250,000 is not nothing. To play a game you love, $250,000 is a lot of money, and they can grow this game to where they can make $500,000. More than that. So keep growing the game and quit worrying about who did what and who got what, and let the game grow. Who knows? You can see the base salary of a WNBA player could be $1 million if you keep growing the game. Sue Bird and all those guys, they laid groundwork for this next generation to get paid. Diana Taurasi coming in, being so great for so long. Uh, you know, like I said, I remember when it was 95,000 was the cap. Now you got 2,500, 250,000. And who knows where they can get to if you keep getting this type of looks, if you keep getting people going to watch these young, great talent. And the more and more young talent come in, the better it's going to be for everybody. So I think the hate should stop, and it's time to embrace these young players. Like it or not, they're doing something right. So it's time to embrace these young players. And the old heads should wrap their arms around these young players and help guide them in a better way. Because they getting the money, they getting the attention. That's the problem. The old heads want the new money too. Yeah. I already know some old heads look at the money they seeing players getting the NBA. You don't think Charles Barkley and those guys wish they could do it over again? Guys getting 14 and 12 and getting $200 million contracts. Shit, you don't think KG want to go back and do it again with his 25 and 12? You don't think he want 300, $400 million? So yeah, people, it's gonna be that. But at the end of the day, your time has come and gone. I ain't hating on nobody. Let these young players get their bag. Just like I didn't want nobody to hate on me, you don't want nobody to hate on you. They can't help what era they in. They can't help that the money is different. But as you can see, Caitlin Clark can play this game. She done picked it up after the half. I think she averaging 25 points. What rookie you seen average 25 points? I think Diana Taurasi was the only one. I think she came in averaging 17, and now Caitlin Clark at the end she's averaging 25 because she was over Diana Taurasi. She was averaging a little more than her. And then you heard Sheryl Swoopes say she just taking bad shots and taking too many shots. I'm like, oh shit. I knew that was gonna be a bad look to say that. I'm like, God damn. What else you want this girl to do? She's a scorer. That's all she does. Well, now she's getting triple doubles and shit. So it almost makes it look worse when you hate on somebody or you say what you say about somebody and they prove that, hey, maybe you were wrong. Why can't the media personality say, you know what? At first, I didn't think this girl was like that, but now that she's playing this way, she's a great player. And I think she said something about she broke a record or something in 5 years and not four. And I don't know the numbers on that. We'll let the basketball fanatics do that. But all I know is Charles Barkley had something to say about it. So let me play what Charles Barkley said. And I kind of agree with Charles, man. You gotta let the things take their natural course. You gotta embrace people that transition the game and move it forward, whether you like it or not. Whether people like it or not, LeBron moved the NBA game forward, far as the endorsements and making money and what you can do and how people move around the league and how you can move team to team. LeBron changed that. I never seen nobody do what LeBron did. And so you gotta respect certain aspects of certain things, whether you like the overall picture or not. There's certain things you just gotta give it up to. Like, okay, that's some boss shit. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm a firm believer in you don't gotta agree with everything somebody say and do, but it's certain things that you must like. Goddamn, you got to be the worst type of person in the world if you can't say, all right, that's cold. And it got to be a through line to that. Some people just are fanned out. They're fanatics. So anything somebody do, they just gonna love it. But look at Carcito. Carcito said LeBron screwed it up. And from a purist basketball standpoint, I understand when people say that too. But I'm saying for far as that boss shit, for as boss moves and doing what you want to do, that nigga is the face of doing what you want to do. So you gotta respect it. I respect it. That nigga did some shit I ain't never seen no NBA player have the power, the wherewithal, or the setup to even think about doing. And somehow he did it. So I can't hate on that. Yeah, but I'm gonna play this what Barkley said real quick.
These ladies, and I'm a WNBA fan.
It's been a good season.
They cannot have fucked this Caitlin Clark thing up any worse if they tried. If you got people in a room,
yeah,
like if you got a bunch of dudes in a room and says, "Let's fuck up the WNBA," we could have came up a master plan. What these women have done. This girl is incredible. What she did in college for women's basketball, what she's doing in the WNBA.
She turned the Fever. We're 1-8. They have a winning record now.
But the number of attention, eyeballs, she's brought to college and the pros. And for these women to have this petty jealousness, you say to yourself, damn, what is going on here? And
well, you got accused of that stuff too with the older players being resentful of the new generation. It's kind of part of the basketball process. Everybody thinks their generation's the best.
No. Anytime we say something about guys, it ain't the old get off my lawn guy.
Yeah.
But the stuff toward her is petty and jealous. And the thing I love about her, she never says a word. And now when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster.
Yeah.
Much faster. She was playing too slow the first half of the season.
I think she was tired. I think she was banged up from the college season.
They didn't even give her the understanding, like, you girls been ready for the WNBA season. Y'all been working out on the nose. She came straight out of college. You had to go right to the WNBA like 2 weeks later. So they didn't factor in. But I think she's learning. When I watched her play the last month, I think she's learning to play much faster because I think she's learning to trust those girls more. Because when she's in college, she's not passing to a bunch of great players. Now you can see when she plays, she's playing a lot without the ball. She reminds me a lot of Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd's the best I've ever seen with playing without the basketball.
Yeah.
I played with Jason Kidd one time in an All-Star game. He says, Chuck, you know you should be getting like 6 or 8 points a game more, right? That's what he's talking about. He says, I'm going to kick it ahead to you.
Yeah.
He says, your point guards wait and give you the ball too late. If I give you the ball full speed ahead instead of waiting through the finish, you get another 8 to 10 points a game. She's starting to see now, if I play faster and give it to them sooner, so that tells me she's really smart. But these ladies, who I love and respect their game, they couldn't have fucked this thing up any worse. Because we have talked, and talk about Asia. Asia Will's the best woman player in the world right now. She's incredible. Connecticut Sun's having a great year. The Minnesota Lynx is having a great year. But there's been so much negativity. And a lot of it is just petty jealousness. And I love the way and I'll tell you what really good happened to her, not making the Olympic team.
Totally agree. Well, it also gave her a break.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
Giving her that time off has given her a chance to recharge her batteries. So it ended up, she probably did deserve to make the Olympic team on merit. But her getting that time off probably was the best thing happened to her.
Well, the other thing that happened, her teammates, you could see like a little osmosis. You watch that team now and they're pretty unselfish to watch. Like they're making extra passes, and it's the kind of stuff that happens when you're playing with a great player.
Well, but some of that's her fault, though. But some of that's her fault, Bill, because she's, like I say, I think she had one other girl on her team who made it to the WNBA. But she's learning now, I can play without the ball. That goes back to, remember when Tex Winter, it says Michael.
Oh, the triangle.
You have to trust these other guys. Because first of all, it's going to make it easier on you playing without the ball. It's much easier. Like for me, I can use myself as an example, not that it's about me. When I got traded to Phoenix and they gave me Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Sid Sabalos, and those guys, man, it goes back to the stuff I told you about the Olympics. Man, it was just so easy for me to play basketball because I didn't have to make every pass. I didn't have to score every basket.
Yeah.
And I think Caitlin is learning that now, like, oh, I can trust her. I can trust her. I can trust her. I can trust her. I tell people, that's why I said earlier about the Olympics. Man, when the game is so easy when you play with better players. The game is only hard when you play with guys who suck. Like, because everybody is looking at you. They're like, Chuck got the ball. Every defender is looking at you. But when you're playing with Marley, KJ, Sid Sabalos, when I won MVP, that was the easiest basketball I ever had to play.
The other thing they have to figure out, because anecdotally, I can't believe how many people in my life have been watching the WNBA and have hardcore opinions on it. I'm getting an Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark Rookie of the Year arguments and first team NBA. They got to figure out the schedule for the playoffs, because I just think going against football is just a no-win situation. I would love to see them try to figure out the little nooks so that they can actually get attention.
The number one thing they got to do is find a way to let people know what the damn games are.
Right. Well, that's another issue. It's on 4 places.
It don't even matter about it don't even matter about the playoffs.
Yeah.
If you have to go to, I was watching some game that it's called Ion.
Ion, yeah. It's been huge for Ion. Yeah, no, it's been good for them.
I don't even know. That's like, damn. I mean, like, no, you can't ask basketball fans to try to find Ion. I mean,
they were about to make you a big offer. Now they're going to pull it.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell Ion is either. Carcino said, salute to you, you got to see Fight Night. Yeah, what the hell is Fight Night? I got to go check that out there. Yeah, I got to check that out. You said them glasses is cutting off his circulation. Hey, Cino, I know it's on Peacock. Hey, Cino, I know you hope LeBron play about 4 5 more goddamn years, ain't it? Goddamn Cino crazy. Cino is crazy. I can't lie. I hear a word. I can't lie. I hear a word Charles said because I'm still focused on the glasses. Uh-oh. You was focused on his glasses at the front of his nose? Nacho, what's up, man? Biz 101, what's up? Samuel Jackson playing a hustler from Brunswick. Oh, shit. What's up, man? I'm going to have to watch Fight Night tonight, almost to yesterday. Salute, Baker, man. Man, it's cold as a motherfucker up here already. You gonna love these series? Man, what you think about that Caitlin Clark thing, man? I think they should let that girl rock out, man. The girl doing her thing. She can't help that everybody like her. And you know damn well they were waiting on them a white one to come, so I don't know why we didn't expect that. We always talking about we got football, we got basketball. So shit, we aware of it too. So why are we tripping so hard? And they waiting on what is his name? Cooper Flag. When Cooper Flag get to the NBA shit, they gonna throw LeBron ass out, and they gonna make Cooper Flag and Caitlin Clark the best thing since sliced bread and vanilla ice cream. Shit. But yeah, the young lady can hoop. So and if you listen to Angel Reese when she speak about Caitlin Clark, she said she don't have no problem with Caitlin Clark like that. She said they've been playing against each other since high school. Yeah, they were playing against each other since high school. It's just a competitive thing. She says more of the fans of Iowa that bring the racism and the stuff into play. She says she don't think Caitlin Clark has a racist bone in her body. And so when you listen to Angel Reese speak like that of Caitlin Clark, she's just a competitor. Angel Reese is just a competitor. They gonna go out there and compete. Y'all racist ass fans need to leave the white and black shit alone because it's just one just happened to be white and one just happened to be black. But they competing against each other. That's all it is. Enjoy the goddamn competition of it. Enjoy the fact that these two ladies are going out there. They both beautiful. They going out there putting on the line, staying true to the game, and they kicking ass. Just enjoy the show. Shit. You could sue the store for not having tissue in his restaurant. Yeah, that's what Angel Reese said. She says the Iowa fans. She said she don't got no problem with Caitlin Clark. She said Caitlin Clark always been cool and respectful to her, except when they on the court. They both goddamn go at each other. And I know how that is. There's some people that say crazy shit. Kevin Garnett say crazy shit to you on the court. He'll cuss his damn self out on the court, but off the court, he seemed to be pretty normal and mellow. Caitlin Clark is doing a great job. She adjusted to the game, but the break in the season allowed her to get her legs back. Yeah, because you remember, they came straight from college. Both of them, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, they came straight from college, straight to playing basketball. They ain't really had no break. They went from playing in the championship or trying to win a championship to pretty much entering in the training camp. Angel Reese said she can't wait to get the next jab. Oh shit. Oh damn. When it comes to basketball, I try not to bring race in it. It's all about competition. I don't give a damn what color you is. I'm trying to kick your ass. I'm trying to win. It's all about the competition of it. It don't matter if you black, white, whatever. Shit. Now we did when we used to play. We used to be like, boy, ain't no white boy can guard me now. We did used to say shit like that. Hey, boy, ain't no white boy. If that white boy on me now, give me the goddamn ball now. we don't. We gonna test them legs. Shit. That's the truth of the matter. We gonna test them goddamn legs to see if you can move them feet. Her teammates are starting to trust each other now. That's true. But yeah, when I was coming up, shit, white boy get on you at the park or anywhere. But man, you bet not. The point guard ain't give me the ball. What the fuck wrong with you, man? You seen that white boy on me? Nigga used to get slick offended. Hey, what the hell? Nigga, what? Man, you ain't getting on the bus no more, nigga. Nigga talking about no cap. For real. If you wasn't like that, that's on you. I don't think you're a true hooper if you never thought that now. And I definitely didn't like no white boy that couldn't shoot no threes. If I picked you on the team, your ass better be able to shoot. We don't need no goddamn white boy that can't shoot no jumpers. We don't need no white boy that can't shoot no goddamn threes. If you can't shoot no threes, that almost come with being white. You got to be able to shoot threes. For real. I wish we was on my other channel. You know, the nigga transfer schools and shit. They think they getting the black boy. That's what happened to Stephen A. Stephen A. went to a school. All the people thought, man, we getting a black kid. He going to the white trade school. He the only black kid on the team. I know them black kids, them white kids, they got their prejudices too. They thinking, damn, boy, look at here. He black. He from New York. Man, we gonna win a championship. Then Stephen A. showed up. They're like, oh, hell no, man. Dad, he's black, but he can't even fucking play basketball. I know those white boys went home and slammed all their books down. Mad as hell, Stephen A was the type of black guy that came to their goddamn campus, boy. Who played harder, Bibby or Kid? They both played hard. I know them white kids was slamming their notepads and going. They ain't do homework for a goddamn week because Stephen A was the black kid that came to their school. They was thinking they had another Stephon fucking Marbury or something. Then we got Michael Jordan. He's from fucking Harlem, dude. He's from New York. He get there, he ain't shit. That's like a white boy that can't shoot threes. You saw that fool Stephen A switch his story 1 minute after line. What story he done switched now? At least a Kenny Smith. Yeah, at least a Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith can hoop though. Nah, I ain't see that story, you know. What story you talking about? Stephen A, can you dunk at least? Hell no. The motherfucker couldn't even touch the net. I'm telling you, the boy get to a school, can't dunk, can't do nothing. Link in the chat. I never heard of Stephen A playing in any Brooklyn tournaments back in the day. That's the thing I'm confused on. You from New York, you from the mecca of basketball. Nigga was talking about the rucker way down south. And this nigga was right there, and his name ain't ring no bells. Don't nobody know this nigga. This nigga ain't Mr. New York. He ain't won no tournament. See, y'all talking to Mr. Georgia. See, I'm Mr. Georgia. I ain't steal that shit from nowhere. I had to earn it. You come down here to Georgia, you had to see a nigga like me, Mister. You know what I mean? Can't take that away from a nigga when you Mister. Yeah, I'm Mr. Georgia. I never brag about it, but I'm Mister. The link in the chat, see them? Stephen A was a buster. How can he be? He from New York. Stephen A a real one now. He got 100 million. Man, some niggas that'll do whatever Stephen A say now. Mr. 86K, what up? Hey, 86K, man, keep being great, man. They gonna hate you for whatever you do, boy. You walking into that Bustlife hell of a nigga territory now, boy. Them niggas mad cause you moving and shaking, boy. And when you unbothered by fuck shit, that's when they really hate you. When they think they got you on something and you unbothered by they fuck shit, oh my God. You amplify the hate, Jack. You amplify the hate. Cause Cito got Stephen A walk down. What up, Cito?
Hey,
They say you got Stephen A walk down pack.
boy. This fool done did it again.
Oh shit! I'm going on mute.
Oh my goodness. So he was on Chris Carter's show. Chris Carter went and got his own show called Fully Loaded. And Chris Carter actually brought up the question about Max Kellerman, like what didn't work. And he said something he's never said before in his life, KB. Listen to what he This man, from the first time ever, said it was Max Kellerman's fault. He said it was chemistry, but Max Kellerman's fault. More than mine. We just heard that.
I didn't hear it. What happened? Play it again, Zeno.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
Mm.
Okay. Oh, you
Matter
didn't
of
pull
fact,
it
I
up.
don't think nobody heard it. I don't think the whole chat heard it.
Okay, you got to pull it up.
All right, hold on. Okay, that was the problem.
Okay, yeah, that was it. Yeah, you got to pull it up.
What was the rub there? Why wasn't that show as successful as other partners that you've had in that spot?
Lack of chemistry. Believe it or not, it was more his fault than mine. I've seen his friend Marcellus Wiley bring up stuff. Marcellus Wiley knows one side. He certainly never spoke to me about it.
Oh,
So he came out, now he blames Max Kellerman and says it was more Max's fault and it was chemistry. Right? About 1 minute
I
later.
thought he said he ain't want to work with Max.
Yeah. But he's saying it was the chemistry and it was Max's fault. Now let's go to this.
With the people that have been there since he's been gone. Look at how I vibe with Skip Bayless. I'm the executive producer of the show. Entitled to his opinion. I'm certainly not here to criticize him. I only bring him up because when I think about Max Kellerman, I think about the narrative that he's helped put out there. And I'm like, talk to me. And all you had to do, because I might, there's certain things I may not say publicly, but I'd have told Marcellus because I know that's his boy.
right.
But it was a chemistry issue. And I think that people need to understand it was mostly my fault.
Now, didn't this fool just say it was Max Kellerman's fault? He just said it was Max Kellerman's fault in the beginning. Now he's saying it's his fault.
This motherfucker, he don't know what is he on that stuff. Look at this thing. He looks serious too.
Yeah, he really is stuck. Like he's stuck in so much ego mode. But he started it right off. I was like, wait a minute, I gotta take that back. Did he say that it was his fault? Because I never heard him. He done brought this up 1,000 times and have never said it was Max's fault before. Until today. I said, whoa.
What was the rub there? Why wasn't that show as successful as other partners that you've had in that spot?
Lack of chemistry. Believe it or not, it was more his fault than mine.
This nigga here, boy.
It was more his fault than mine. And about 1 minute later,
I'm the executive producer of the show. I'm the executive producer of the show. Dude, because I might, there's certain things I may not say publicly, but I'd have told Marcellus because I know that's his boy.
Right.
But it was a chemistry issue. And I think that people need to understand it was mostly my fault.
I'm like, which one is it? You said it was a chemistry issue and it was more his fault than mine. Then you said it's a chemistry issue and the people need to know it's my fault.
I think they need to give him a teleprompter. I think he's has that Kamala Harris syndrome where he always need a script to read. Anything off script, he gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, because now he look confused. He looking like, did I just really say the right thing? He all messed up. That Ozempic is tearing him up.
I'm the leader. I'm the executive producer of the show. I'm the star of the show. I wasn't looking at Max Kellerman and saying it was his fault that the show failed. I'm talking about us. How I vibe with all the people that I vibe for. The proof is in the pudding. Look at how I vibe with the people that have been there since he's been gone. Look at how I vibe with Skip Bayless as a debate partner before he arrived. I think that Max Kellerman is somebody that I'm rooting for to return to this business. He's somebody that is nothing short of brilliant, like genius level, brilliant. Absolutely true. Here's the issue for a debate show. Because you are such a genius and you are so brilliant, and you have the ability to articulate yourself the way that he does, at some point in time, you're talking and you're talking and you're talking, and you're talking above the audience to the point where they find themselves asking, what did you just say? Now,
these are all lies, ladies and gentlemen. Everything he's saying is a lie. He's never going to tell you the real reason why he don't want to work with Max Kellerman. These are lies. That's why he's going on a world tour, going around talking about Max Kellerman, since he retired and got off the show, ain't nobody seen Max. But this is what he does. He's sitting there villainizing and making it harder for him, for anybody else to work with him.
Because Terrell Owens said he was more blacker than him. That's what I think.
Oh yeah, that played the part. That was already going on, and for him to say it on the show live, T.O. was saying it just to be funny, and just to be like, man, he sound blacker than you, Stephen A. Stephen A. was livid over that. He was livid, mad at T.O. over, and still hold a grudge. So T.O. had to go out and bash and tear his ass up, and told him, like, dude, if I see you, I might have to put my hands on you. That's how
Terrell Owens looked like he could box the way he had that set up when he was fighting outside that little bar.
Oh, hell yeah. But see, this is a whole setup charade lie by him. That's why I'm saying when he get off script, he's up here lying. First of all, he's an executive producer. That's why I say the bosses, they did a number on this boy. He is the prime example of what you see at the job when they get a master, give you a little bit of, they give you a badge to say you in charge of the other Negroes. He take it all the way to the extreme. He think it's all revolving around him. He thinks he's the man. They gave him the executive producer credit so that they can blame you. Anything go wrong, it ain't gonna be them. It's gonna be you. They pick and choose who go on that show. You get to say, oh, I want to bring this person on. I want to bring. They be like, okay, but that's on you. But you didn't have the power to bring Shannon Sharpe over there. You didn't bring Shannon Sharpe. ESPN and your bosses negotiated that. You had nothing to do with it. But you wanted to go live on your thing and say, oh, we got big news coming. Then you had to go and clarify it like, oh, wait a minute, Jimmy Pitaro and Bob Iger, they're going to make that decision. That's not my decision to make about it. Shannon Sharpe, the bosses are going to handle that. Yeah, the bosses are going to handle that. But they asked me would I be comfortable with him, and I said yes. Right, that's all they wanted to know. Did you have a problem with him? Was it going to work out on the show? And you said no. That don't mean like, yeah, if they want somebody on the show, they're going to put them on there.
Right. Like if you say no, they'll be like, well, we got to go another direction.
Right. They didn't ask you about Pat McAfee. You didn't want Pat McAfee on your show. And guess what? Pat McAfee is going to be on your show on Wednesdays, and that's what it is.
He kind of dressed like Pat McAfee right now.
He trying to show his arms. He trying to act like he working out every day. Like he going through a midlife crisis thing.
They say that Ozempic is some good stuff. It was funny that you just said that because I heard a lot of women talk about that Ozempic drug.
Yeah, but they don't tell you the side effects of Ozempic. And
what's the side effects of it?
Well, the side effects is you start having massive headaches, dizziness. Then it starts, your appetite is just like disrupted, and you start losing more and more weight. It's like the thinner drug, and you get so skinny. And you can't stop losing weight. And most people are like, hey, wait a minute, I want to slow. This is why I'm good here. But the Ozempic's still working. And then you be all dried up like a prune. He was like, oh, man, this ain't for me. I got to go back to what I was doing. But that Ozempic ain't healthy for you. Yeah, it eats muscle and fat. I don't want nothing to sit there and eat up my body.
That's crazy. So you gonna lose weight, but you gonna goddamn get a headache. Damn, then go blind and never lose weight.
Memory loss. Yeah, you get memory loss sometimes, everything. And people be looking crazy. Yeah, I've seen them people that's addicted to it. Man, they face get really skinny. Yeah, it looked like, that's what I said, that's the thinner drug. They look like the movie Thinner. I was like, yep. But this man really gets stuck on that. I'm the executive producer. I'm the executive producer of the show. I'm like, that's just entitled. What do you do? I be Stephen A, you're the executive producer. What do you do? Now that you do, what do you do different on the show? Nothing. It's just, we gave you an EP credit. The show still is owned by ESPN. You can't take first take nowhere. So you're stuck. Skip Bayless can take Undisputed wherever he want to go. It's his show. You can't take nothing with you. He don't own any of it, KB. That's what I'm like, dog. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen, because this is exactly the ego of Stephen A. Smith.
Now, I might get it because I know you, and I know where you're going,
right?
And I know how you feel because I'm working with you every day,
right? And you dabble in a lot of different worlds.
I do,
but
I know
you're more talking about your audience,
right?
What's going to be hot, what's going to keep building
I'm on
the show.
The air. When I'm on the air, Sean, Chris knows this. When I'm on the air, watch me. At times they catch me, and I don't mean for it to be caught. Like a director shouldn't have me on camera. I'm talking, but then when I'm not talking, I'm directing the show. This person, that person, wrap this up, go here, go there, keep this going. But I'm doing all of these things in the midst of the show because I know television. And so because of that, I'm watching an audience look at us for 5 years. In the last 3.5 years minimum, they were asking, what's up with this? and it wasn't resonating. They were watching, but it was almost like they were watching because that was a default position. And they were losing interest in my estimation. The numbers didn't show it, but the pulse did.
See, and that's what I said in my video, KB. When it first started, I told them Max wasn't working. I knew it wasn't working from the start because Will Kane they were auditioning people for the job. And it was like, they're going to give it to Max. And Undisputed hadn't even aired yet. And I said, Max is not going to work. This isn't going to work. And I watched them and I said, Will Kane is the one they should have chose. Because in a debate show, Will Kane is passionate. KB, they don't have any passion. All the other people.
Max, you say Max is not passionate at all?
No. Oh, not about the subjects that they're talking about on the show. Like Max I don't even think he has a team. Like what's his favorite team? He doesn't have any passion in the debates. So like he would say, oh, that's a good point. That's a fair point. Dave's like, no, that's not what we need. You know, he's not coming into a debate world. When he debate topics, Max gonna have facts to back up everything he's saying. And he would bet Stephen A all the time, or the majority of the time. That's not what Stephen A wants. Stephen
Yeah,
A.
that go against the script right there.
Yep. I'm the boss. I'm the big man. You're supposed to make me look good. That's your job. Max wasn't going for that. I'm a co-host. We both got this chair. You over there, I go over there. You win one, I win one. We go back and forth. He don't want to do that. He don't want to lose nothing. He don't want the yin and yang. It's my show, and you make me look good. That's what he wanted. And he's trying to tell it to you without actually saying it in this interview here. Like he just said, the numbers didn't reflect it because the numbers didn't dip. They didn't lose any viewership. When Skip left, they basically had the same number base. It didn't increase until Shannon Sharpe got there. That's because Shannon Sharpe is the biggest star. He moves the needle. You're not the star of the show. Shannon Sharpe's the star of the show. Now, Max don't have any passion. Will Kane is a Cowboy fan. He's passionate. Skip Bayless is passionate about the Cowboys, Tom Brady, Tebow, and hating on LeBron. He's very stuck in those positions. He's passionate about it. Even if he's dead wrong, he's going to find a way to fight. Max ain't going to do that. If Max, you got a better point than him, Max well, I can't argue that. That's a fact. Now, and he'll give a position, but he has no passion for it. He has no real connection to it. It's not his team. He doesn't. He's done. Like if it was boxing, he did. But I knew that the dynamic wasn't going to work because he is not what Stephen A needs. Stephen A needs somebody that's going to kiss his ass, and Will Kane wasn't going to do that either. Will Kane is a right-wing conservative, and when he was on the show, he didn't give Stephen A no slack. None. It was like, I ain't giving you nothing. So he came right in there, and they bumped heads immediately. But no, he was too smart and too aggressive for Stephen A. So they went with Max Kellerman because he had a name. Will Kane, nobody really knew him. They kept bringing him back as a guest on the show. But that's what he's trying to say here, but he's lying. The numbers didn't reflect it, but that was true. But he's trying to say the people. But what he was doing was watching my videos. He was stating before, almost word for word, what I said in my video, in my comment section, because it had went viral. It did like over 200,000 views. And he saw all the chats and the responses in there. And he started telling ESPN brass, look at what they're saying in the chat. Because it's First Take versus Undisputed. That video is like over 200,000 views. And they saw that video, Stephen A did, was in the comment sections, going in there, looking at that and trying to get Max Kellerman fired. He didn't want to work with Max because Max wasn't doing what he wanted to do. The higher up saying, we already got him under contract, so we ain't finna pay for anybody else. There you go. That's who you got. And you're going to have to just make it work. The numbers ain't going down. So he's talking about that. Why would you be concerned on what somebody is saying in a chat? And that is the determining factors. He's lying. That is not the reasons why. Who cares? If the numbers ain't reflecting it, who cares about what the audience is saying? I kind of feel like we're losing the audience. If you still got the viewership, that's all the networks care about. And that's why Stephen A, I'm sitting up there looking at him like, is he confused? He must be confused because that makes no sense. The networks only care about numbers. Who cares what the fans were saying? The numbers are like, they haven't dropped. So why would the networks care?
Must have been ego. That's the only thing he care about is his ego.
All ego.
In terms of our numbers digitally, in terms of me being at games and seeing the reactions that we were getting off of the things that we said, seeing the storylines that were being peeled from content that we had discussed on the show. And 99% of it was about me. About 1% of it was about us. That's not what I want. I want somebody that's going to come at it in a way where the impact is palpable enough, where it's comparable enough. And if you don't have that, then you don't have a partnership. You might have a show, but you don't have a partnership. People that are rising together. And I felt the staleness. It's our job when we're doing television to get a sense of the pulse of the audience.
Yes.
And I got the sense that the audience was losing interest. And so I knew it was me, but I said, it's us because it's a debate show. I can't debate myself, and you got to be willing to step out there, take a position, et cetera, et cetera. Not to say that he wasn't at times, because clearly he was. But Skip and I had set a standard. And
so now, here it is. He's telling you what he wanted right now. Take a position. He wanted Max Kellerman to take a position and do that. He wanted him to be the younger Skip Bayless. We already said president, me and Skip. He ain't Skip Bayless. You can't tell somebody, oh, you gonna have to be Skip Bayless. But Skip Bayless wasn't gonna let you win nothing.
So he thought it was gonna be his time to shine. He bring a younger guy in. He can play like he Skip, but he actually lose and let him win.
Right, because he was like, it was Skip's show, and I had to go back and forth with Skip. And we didn't set this precedence, and now Skip's gone, and now it's my show. So now this guy gonna have to lose to me. And no, it ain't working like that.
Audience had an expectation, fair or unfair,
that's hard
that
to follow.
he was going to live up to that standard that Skip had set. So it really wasn't about Stephen A. It was about the Skip element and comparing that to Skip, looking for him to create that kind of fervor. And when it didn't happen, all of a sudden you felt a staleness. And I wasn't going to sit and just let it continue to feel that way. I said, we got to do something. So we are not an ideal peer, what y'all want to do. And that's how that happened. And so I root for him, you know, I mean, because obviously.
Now, when you say that and you go to the bosses and say, we're not an ideal pair, so what you want to do is basically saying me or him. It's me or him.
He basically got the man fired.
Yeah, he did. He got him removed. But what's worse is that you're assassinating his character every time you do these interviews. Every time you how many times you done put him in the book, you done went and did a whole tour for 2 years. Max Kellerman has been gone for 2 years. He hasn't said nothing to anybody. He hasn't done one thing. Like, he ain't said one word. He's been completely gone. And you have kept his name around, slandering him. So if he come back and try to get a job somewhere, all they got is you, soundbite, telling you, like, oh, he's a brilliant guy, but I couldn't work with him. He didn't work well with me here. It sounds like you're bashing him all over again, but then you try to clean it up and put a good spin on it. But it's like, if I'm somebody looking to hire him, you're the last person he worked with. And
he good at doing that. Talking shit, trying to give a backhanded compliment, but dissing you at the same time.
Yeah. And then you're
but it sounds like he's trying to bury him and keep him away from getting a job again.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though he's talking about something, I'm going to support him. He was at your job. You could have supported him there.
Right. You're not going to support him while you're working with him.
Yeah.
And then you're not going to shut the hell up and let him get his job, get a new job.
Oh, yeah.
2009. That brother got morning radio and he got an afternoon show. Okay.
Mhm.
And then obviously they had to make whatever decisions they had to make with layoffs and all of this other stuff. But this dude has been in the business working for HBO. He's worked for ESPN. He's worked for Fox. I have nothing but respect for him. He's a decent, really good dude at his core. And I'll never root against him. And so I just hope that I just know that if he were covering boxing and interviewed me or vice versa, we could do that. If we were doing Sports Center, we could do that. My issue was he and I together strictly for a debate show.
Yeah.
There's certain people, there's certain couples, pairs that just don't work as a debate team. And that's all I was trying to say.
Give me one thing about Shannon, because I know I was happy when you got Shannon, but I know Shannon a lot better than you do. Give me something that surprised you, because a lot of people don't know Shannon. Shannon is just now really starting to find himself, even though he's in TV. Bad Situation on CBS, not a format that I think highlights his ability.
I agree with that.
Getting on the debate, he wouldn't have been able to do it with you unless he got on that. And that was a great opportunity. But I do believe that even his best journalism is still ahead of him because he's still young.
Well, he's right when he says he's not a journalist, because he's not. This dude is a former football player, superstar football player, Hall of Fame tight end player who is brilliant at football. And he's a conscientious observer. And he's got a much, much better soul than anybody would ever think to entertain.
Yeah.
You see him, and I've said this privately, not to him, but I'll say it because I've said it about him. You grow up in the South. You're a black dude growing up in the South. Got a lisp, if I remember correctly, when he was growing up.
Yep.
Academic issues because they weren't a priority early on in his life.
Yep.
Imagine what he endured. Imagine how people talked to him. Imagine how people talked about him.
Yeah.
Imagine how people treated him.
Yeah.
And I think about that a lot because when I see moments where he was sensitive in the past, all I thought about was that would never happen with me. Because the first thing he would know is that I respect him. And the second thing he would know is that if he was worthy, I'd have love for him too. And I'm going to treat him like that. And I don't believe Shannon has been treated like that in his career outside of the locker room. I don't believe that people have looked at him and had genuine love and appreciation for him and what he brings to the table. And for me, I made sure, I told him when I was on Club Shay Shay, I said, bro, let me be very, very clear. If you ain't better off in the future than what you are right now as you getting ready to start your career on First Take, I have failed you.
Absolutely.
Everybody that come on First Take since I've been there, making more money.
And that's real. And that's real.
Or whatever. And I'm like, yo, it's my job to make sure, you know, he was talking about, you know, he said because I didn't know any of this. He was like, you know, when he was on Fox, you know, he's like, I couldn't promote Club Shay Shay. Oh, that's a wrap. We gonna promote that. You can look for that on the lower third every time you on the show. That's a wrap. You're gonna see that promoted too. What else you got? You know, what is it? Shea by Laporte, whatever the hell his cognac is.
Yes.
I said, where the bottle at? Where the bottle? We gonna do that too. Why? Why would I stop you? Come on, bro. You know, we all in this together. You know, so let's sit up there. We could debate. We could have our fusses. We could have our arguments for the purposes of this. We can't agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what the show is supposed to be. We're supposed to be disagreeing. Right. We're supposed to be debating. But I got you. Let's make this happen. And
Stephen A. wanted nothing to do with Shannon Sharp prior to Shannon Sharp's success on Undisputed. He came in on First Take as a guest on the show. He was cordial, didn't think too much of Shannon Sharp as a journalist, just said he's a nice guy, met him a couple of times, didn't see anything really special about him. When he came in and he went over there to start Undisputed with Skip, he had backhand comments. Oh, I ain't running, bro. Oh, I ain't running. Oh, yeah, Shannon's a nice guy, but he's never done this. You know, this is a whole new world. And I've been doing this for the X amount of years. And you have never, ever done numbers that Shannon Sharpe has done. Ever. First Take average about 380K an episode. Sometimes it goes from 380 to 500 and something K. That's what they average. When Stephen A. Smith got Shannon Sharpe, it jumped to 1.1 million, 900,000, 700,000, 800,000, 1.3 million. Are you kidding me? That's double your numbers that you claim you do, and you're the star. You can go on another platform and those numbers won't move. Shannon Sharpe came over there and the numbers doubled. You're not the star, First Take. Shannon Sharpe is the star. And you know.
All right, now, Shino, you're gonna have that man make a video about you. This gonna be the first video. Shino, I'm tired of your shit. What? He gonna make a video about your ass. He gonna turn into goddamn, what's that dude? Who he turned into? On his show?
Oh.
What's that one guy when he did that series? You say he turned into when he played an actor. What's his character name?
Brick.
Yeah, he gonna turn into Brick on your ass, you know.
Yeah, gonna turn on the brick on somebody real quick. Gonna get gangster. Turn old Brick. But he's lying. That's why I was like, you did all of this just to lie. You wanted Max Kellerman to lose to you, and you wanted him to take the angle of Skip. Take those positions. But Max was like, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep. You're not going to embarrass me and make me look like a clown every day just to make you look good. Max is smart. And you're somebody who appears to be smart, and he's actually smart. So when you try to run your big words and stuff, it don't work on him. And you don't like it. And when Max try to make the show fun or light, you don't even try to play back with him and do that banner back. You just shut it down because it's not what you want.
To be fair now, if I read the thesaurus back to front, I would probably try to use all them words too.
Yeah, but he used them really out of context. It's like so unnecessary. It's like you don't use them in your everyday walk of language, and you can tell he doesn't. But he wants to say it to impress the audience listening. Be like, this was quite immaculate for us to do this. We have to jogatize the people's minds. Be like, what the hell is that? That's not even a word. So he's mad at Max for not doing that. Then he's got to go on every show and to change the narrative. Then he tried to start it off. It was more his fault than mine. Then he said, you know what? It is my fault. I'm the executive producer. I'm the star. I'm the boss. It's like, oh my God. And that fallout is going to be the end of him if he ever falls out with Shannon Sharpe. He don't talk about, I respect him. No, you respect the numbers he brings. You thought about, man, if I get Shannon Sharpe over here with me, all those numbers. That's what you was thinking about. Please, bosses, we got to get him over. You talking about you respect him. why he didn't have a long-term contract. Why was he on a temporary deal only for the NFL season last year? Why was he on a temporary deal? You the boss, right? Why was he on a temporary deal? And you know what they immediately did? They came and gave him an extension quick because they didn't want him to leave. That was the dumbest thing ESPN ever did, was put him on a temporary, like a trial basis. That's what I'm like. Shannon Sharp could have got up and left.
Oh, ESPN put Shannon Sharp on a temporary thing?
Yeah, when he first came there. He just signed like a 2-year extension to his
But they
contract.
knew he a company man. They knew he'll work his way up and accept it. You know, Shannon's gonna play ball the right way. He gonna earn his keep first.
Oh, you know that, Shannon. Oh, yeah, thanks. Not realizing he making them millions.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I'm told, boss. I'm gonna get my $2 million contract. I'm gonna earn my just due.
Yeah.
He done made them goddamn $25 million and he only got $1 million.
Yeah. They've taken a low paying money. Yeah, it's a trial basis, but I'm gonna show you what I can do. I'm gonna prove to you I belong. And it's like, oh my God, boy, I swear. And I'm like, he's a good dude. We ain't got no problems with Shannon. It's just Shannon Sharp is one of those people that they have the self-servient type of, some people that just want to be employees. They want to be the workhorse. They feel like they have to prove something to somebody.
Right. And he got all the talent in the world. That's what I don't understand. He got all the talent in the world he needs.
Some people are like that. Some people never want to have a boss. They want to be independent. They got 3, 4, 5 companies. They're like, man, I got a whole new company here. Today I got to do another meeting in about 6 more hours. I'm like, I got to take a nap, get ready for this meeting. We finna start a new equity LLC. We going into a whole new realm, man. I'm like, we finna get these IRAs, this real estate rolling again. I'm like, man, we got to hit this right now. As soon as this election hit, when this election hit, I'm like, hopefully people still standing, because I'm like, shoot, you're going to expect a lot of mass blastings and everything else going on around here. They ain't going to stop. Somebody getting hit. They didn't have the mass. I was like, every election. I told them, get ready. Look, it ain't done. Shoot, somebody else gonna get it. Something finna happen. We got 90 days to go to stay in the house. There's something crazy gonna happen this whole election.
And now he just signed a new 4-year deal. So I'm really, really happy for him. I wish him nothing but the best. I'm so proud of him because he came there, and I'm very big on that. And this is what I have to say. I'm talking about Mina Kimes, Kimberly Martin, Monica McNutt, Nail Gumake, Andrea Carter, Ryan Clark, Spears, Dan Orlovsky, Mad Dog Russo, all of these folks, Kendrick, Big Perk, Jay Williams, even JJ Redick when he was there before he became the coach of the Lakers, and all of this other stuff in between. I don't know if anybody in this business could say this. Every single person that contributes to First Take was told personally by me what we needed in order for the show to be successful. Not one of them let me down. Not one. I don't know if somebody can look at the show and see like 13, 14, 15 different contributors. And every single one of them gave you all they had and gave you what you asked them to give you. Every one of them, because let's call it what it is. My ass was on the line when Max Kellerman walked away. When Max Kellerman was taking off First Take, my ass was on the line. Because the network didn't sit up there with a smile of, there you go. Oh, it's your show now. Yeah. Enjoy.
No.
They said, here you go. Like, they didn't use those words, but they were like,
shoot or dribble, they told him.
You better get it done. Yeah. So I knew. I knew, and the eye of the storm was on me, and I knew that, and so it was important that we succeeded, and for me to go to everybody, and for them to come through the way they came through for me,
right?
All of them.
That's impossible to do.
All of them will have.
Now, Chris Carter, I don't know if this is the side effects of the drugs that he was on before. I swear to God, because this whole interview, his brain seemed like, I'm like, what the hell did happen to Chris Carter? He snapped out and had a real nigga moment and got fired from Fox. And he been gone ever since. And I was like, yeah, he didn't have a relapse. He done went back on that damn pipe and something went down. But yeah, Chris Carter been gone. He back now. He on Fully Loaded. But he was fully loaded on this episode because I have not seen Chris Carter be so lost in an entire interview. He was, so you know how it is. You know, when they leave from the interview, they go, yo, Stephen A., what you think about them? Do you want to? I'm like, nobody asking Stephen A. Stephen A., oh yeah, you know they do that. I'm like, not back then. What is he talking about? Chris Carter, I don't know where his mind is on this subject. Them bosses, he just told you the truth. His ass is on the line. My ass is on the line. Because they did not want to fire Max Kellerman. You forced them to fire Max. So they said, okay, here you go. But you didn't hire those people. Once again, he's lying. He's making it look like he hired Monica McNutt. All of this just came out when he tried to just scold him on the show the other, talking about the WNBA and all that on the show, and how he never talked about WNBA and none of this stuff and promoted it. And he was all mad because they did it right there on the show. You ain't responsible for that. It ain't your call, really, to take Monica McNutt off the show. You didn't hire her. You didn't hire none of those women. You didn't hire Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark was already working at ESPN. None of these people. Perkins, you didn't get him the job. LeBron James got him the goddamn job. You didn't get none of these black people a job. Not one.
He's sitting up here acting like he advocate for the black people. He vouched for people. Man, this boy here crazy.
Right. Who did you give to awesome? These people I selected as a contributor. No, ESPN said we're going to run the carousel until we find a host. And you was like, I want to keep it fresh. Let's have new hosts every day. Come on in. And they said, okay, we'll run the carousel with people we already hired. Nobody was hired to be on First Take only. They get paid a check to do it, but that's not their show that they're on. You brought in people that's less talented, undeserving at their jobs, and they stuck on contracts, and ESPN just waiting for their contracts to run out. Kimberly Martin, she can't keep a job in the NFL, nowhere. You brought her on the show. Why? What was her credibility? She's horrible on the show. But you brought her on. Because why? She's going to be subservient to you. She's going to look at you like the boss.
That's all it's about, his ego. So you telling me he'll forego the money because obviously the numbers are not going to dip that much. People are so used to watching whoever they bring on. And like you said, Shannon going to move the needle up higher. But you're saying that he would rather have somebody underneath him for his ego purposes rather than have somebody who is his equal or maybe a little bit better just to stroke his ego.
Yep. That's
that
what
boy
it's about.
shit.
And Chris Carter just lost. He don't know what the hell going on. He just this is why he's fired. This is why Skip got rid of his ass when he was at ESPN. Then he snapped and lost his mind in Fox and threatened to beat up the damn people at Fox and was fired immediately.
Oh, when did he do that?
Oh, that's when he had his own show on Fox. He had First things first, him and Nick Wright had that show. Then he had a real nigga moment and it went real bad. He had a brilliant idea. He said, man, the Fox is hosting the Thursday night games. Or they was doing like Monday Night Football or something. And he's like, man, we in New York. Why don't they just get us to work the games? He's like, they was like, well, we got to get up in the morning. He's like, man, that's extra money for us. We could work those games. So he went to Fox and went to go ask the boss, why are you going to hire somebody from California to fly out to do the Monday Night Football game? And the game is here in New York and we're in New York. We could do those games. Like, why we can't cover those games? So it started off as that. Then it got into an arguing and him throwing stuff and yelling, threatening to fight the people. And then, he had to go.
So it don't sound like he was asking if he couldn't get told, nah, we're going to keep what we got going on. I mean, that's simple.
Yeah, it would have been, but Chris seemed like he was going off some substances again. Like he was back off the wagon. So he was immediately terminated. He was immediately terminated. They had security walk him to his desk to clear his desk out. It was that quick. Jeez. And he was gone. It was like, man, what happened to Chris Carter? Man, he was gone.
Damn.
Man, he came back on a show talking about, recovery, how he had a slip and went back on the dope for a while. And he's getting himself back together. He said, true story, they was about to book his dumb ass. Yeah. I mean, he went nuts. CC went crazy. Yeah, when he threatened to beat up Skip Bayless and on the show, like, hey, man, you ain't going to talk to me like that. Skip was like, okay, don't bring him back. Chris Carter, no, can't do it.
I thought you was talking about the Skip Bayless one because I can understand the Skip Bayless one. Like he disrespect people too much. Sometimes it's okay to put him in his place, but asking somebody can they hire you for a job, they should be able to say no.
Yeah, I know that. They was like, nah, and that argument got real heated with Chris. I don't know why he took it that way, but he went from 0 to 60. And it got him fired. He said, Coach Carter. Man, and this started in his college years. He explained like how he got on drugs, the whole nine. And he blamed the whole college tour.
Wait, he started using drugs in college?
Yeah, when he was getting drafted. Man, that's what got him kicked off the Eagles. And what's his name saved his career. He never told Buddy Ryan. He just said, man, we got rid of Chris Carter because all he do was catch his touchdowns. And everybody thought that was the dumbest thing in the world. But no, he was on dope so much. On the Eagles, he was so doped out of his mind. They were trying to say, man, you got to go to rehab. He was bad. But it saved his career. He could have easily destroyed his career by saying we got rid of him because he's a junkie.
But so they didn't have no banned substance list back then.
I think they did, but it just wasn't like it was. Damn. Yeah, he was a mess.
What's up, thumbnail lady? So all them boys seemed like they was on that stuff to play that football, boy. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, pretty much, man. But CC was bad, man. CC was out there gone.
He wasn't bad as Lawrence Taylor. One of the best defensive machines in the world was on that stuff.
Yeah. Now LT had it bad too. LT was man. LT was. He got announced. Like when they announced him going into the Hall of Fame, he couldn't wait. He came out of an empty mansion. Everything in his house had been sold for crack. He was out there getting honored by the Giants, and all he was thinking about was going back to the hood to get some more crack.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was just waiting to get out of there. He didn't care less about that whole he was on crack when they was introducing him. They had to pick him up off the floor of his whole mansion was empty. No furniture in it. He was on the floor. They had to pick him up off the floor, get him ready for the Hall of Fame. They doing this honor at the Giants. And he going there. Then he's like, I just want to get out of here so I can do more crack.
Damn, that's a stump down crackhead right there. Shit. What? I don't understand what make a guy go from being that great at a sport to doing crack. I don't get it.
Like, you get a ton of them. You got basketball great Chris Washburn. He was the first player in NBA history to be just immediately banned from the NBA from drugs.
Chris who?
Chris Washburn.
I don't even know who the hell that is. Damn. Team mans don't work.
I did things in high school that LeBron didn't do, Magic didn't do, Kobe didn't do, Michael didn't do. And again, that still didn't lead me to a prosperous NBA career because, again, thoughts and actions of my own decisions. With the NC State for a 4-year scholarship, only lasted 2 years, but I only played basketball in 1 year, again, because of my decisions. I wanted to take a stereo and I thought that would be fun. A joke for another football player, but again, sometimes when you do things, it's not funny to everybody. That's right. And so sometimes you find yourself in a situation that you didn't mean to find yourself in, but you're there now. So I got put off the team my first year, and I had to sit on the team bench for every home game, just so that I would feel that disappointment from the team. Now again, I did that. My next year, I did very well at NC State. Took my team to the Final 8. Also had a chance to go to the elite, to the Final 4. But we lost to Kansas at that time. Now my decision was to go back to NC State for my 3rd year. But again, sometimes we have a plan, but there's also another plan that we don't know about. During this time, because I don't want to divulge too much stuff from the book, so I can't say a lot of things of what happened. But I got up one morning to go to class. Some other guys came by, other athletes. And I'm one of those guys that when you're young, you don't want to feel like you're the odd one in the group. So if you did something, I did something. And a lot of times kids, especially in this generation, find themselves following the crowd. Although I was 7 foot tall, I was still a follower. To say, I led on the court, but once that came from off those lines, I followed anybody. And a lot of those decisions led me to the consequences that I ended up suffering from. So like I said, I was going to class one morning, some athletes came by. I had a 7:50 class. A lot of times that's 10 before 8 o'clock for some of y'all. So now I'm supposed to be in this class. The guys come in because they're asking me, I let them in, but they had a substance I had never seen before. And they asked me if I wanted to try it. Now, my mom hit my head first. No. They asked me again. My dad hit my head second. No. I went to the shower and came out. Now peer pressure is on. The 3rd time they asked me, I said, well, it might not hurt. Now this is Chris talking. It might not hurt. And I tried it. And to this day, I never went to that class again. I never went back to class. What I tried was cocaine at 19 years old. And so, because I had a good basketball year, just that 1 year, I was able to go into the draft. And not just going to the draft, going to the draft and a lottery pick, meaning that the top 7 players are guaranteed $1 million contract, no matter what. And believe it or not, I was a number 3 pick. Should have been number 1, but I was a number 3 pick, meaning that I was guaranteed millions of dollars. And I got that. But what the NBA didn't know was they had just invested in $1 million crack in it. Because once I got my money, and I was able to do what I wanted to do, I bought my mom the house, I bought the cars, I bought the Rolls Royces. But at night, when everybody was sleeping, guys were getting ready to go to practice the next day, I was in the projects, smoking crack. Leaving straight from the projects, going to practice, or going to a game. Now my heart is already beating fast from the cocaine. And I can imagine walking in a crowd of 24, 27,000 people, and you high, and you have to perform. So now my heart is beating double fast. And as doctors told me, they don't know why I didn't die on the court. Now subsequently, I started having grandma seizures, things like that. Now, overall, I lost my NBA career. Now again, 3rd pick in the NBA draft. At 19, I'm making $87,000 a month. A month. And at the end of the month, I'm almost broke. Understanding that I would go to the bank on Friday and would take out $15,000. And come Monday, I'm the first one in the bank line because I'm broke. I just spent $15,000 on the weekend. Now we're going to, I had a $1.7 million home, but you would find me in the projects in houses that we were smoking crack by candlelight. I would pass out on the floors. Sometimes I would go and pay for their light bill because I wanted to see what my crack was doing. And I felt like somebody was stealing it. So I would pay for the lights to be turned on. I'm in places where there's no water. But I have a $110,000 Mercedes sitting outside of their house. And I didn't think anybody was recognizing any of this. But if you're a $1 million person, you know there's people watching you because the NBA had FBI's everywhere to watch us to make sure we're not being robbed, you know, we're not being taken and captured and kidnapped or anything. And I didn't know all these kind of things. But after 2 years, 3 years of playing NBA basketball, I was kicked out. And I was kicked out and banned for life. Not just for a few years, they banned me for life. Now, prior to all of this, I'd already been to rehab 3 times and they sent me to. Each day of rehab cost me almost $2,200. Now, I understand I was going to programs that was for 30 days. And they would keep me for 90 because that's just how messed up I was. And the first thing I would do is when I was leaving treatment was I would have my dope dealer pick me up as a family member. And by the time I got home or to the airport, I was already high. When I got traded from Golden State to Atlanta, I'm thinking that this is a chance for a new start. But what I didn't remember was I was taking me to Atlanta. What doesn't change it? I was just changing location. Although I was even in California, going to Atlanta.
You said I was taking me to Atlanta. Damn.
That cracked me up. Ain't nothing changed. I was just taking location. It make no difference. It's just I was just going from Golden State to Atlanta. I was taking me.
Hell yeah, boy. Jesus. How did he get on crack so early? What the hell happened?
Yeah, he told him his friends introduced him to it. You know, the peer pressure when he was coming into the league and something. And he never looked back.
Them niggas wasn't his friend.
They were doing it too. So yeah, they messed him up. Man, this dude was blowing that kind of money.
I'm sitting here hearing those numbers. I said, God, dog, his dope dealer was eating. Hey, look, I bet you his dope dealer was trying to get him to turn some more of them NBA players out, boy.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. But yeah, he got banned. But like he said, they had FBI watching him. And I told him, I'm like, NBA got security. They have security on all these guys. I'm like, why you think these guys don't be getting robbed? Certain players in the league, they make sure they monitor, they follow them. Isaiah Thomas personally went and got NBA security to follow the Knicks when they came to Chicago because everybody was getting robbed up here. And he was the general manager of the Knicks. And Quentin Richardson, even though he's from Chicago, he was up here, and a lot of the players was here, Stephon and all them, and they was like, man, I think we finna get set up, coach. They always called him coach anyway, and Isaiah called David Stern and said, put NBA security on him. And he got the NBA to get him the Knicks security, NBA security. They was like, yep, FBI was called up there, the NBA security, they everywhere they went in Chicago. It was like too many athletes getting robbed up here. Yeah, that messed up a lot of business in Chicago. But Antoine Walker, boy, he was robbing himself. I don't know what he was thinking. That was crazy. I mean, whenever you getting robbed and they know where everything at in your house. And I mean, to get robbed back to back, that just don't make no sense.
And Antoine from Chicago, too.
Yeah, he came in there with like an $80,000 watch, and going in a club that don't make no sense. It's like you ain't going, you want to go back to the hood. It's like, yeah, I'm here. And they followed him all the way back home. And they know where your safe is in your house. Like, okay, move this here, open that safe, and give us everything you got. All right, thank you.
Yeah, because the jokers used to gamble at the house. They used to gamble at the house, and he would have all them people over there. I used to hang out with Antoine. I'd be like,
Yeah.
boy, look at here. He's joking crazy. Ain't nowhere in the world I have all this cash in my house.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. And then they rob you twice. You gotta, I was like,
Man,
dude, you twice? This is somebody you know. This is somebody you didn't had in your house before. There ain't no mistakes.
it's an easy setup, dog. He'll have his man go down there. He got his homeboy that knew the combination to the safe. So it didn't even have to be him one of the times. He lost the money to MJ one day, told his man to go get $250,000 out the safe. I'm like, what the? Not only do you got $250,000 in your house, but another nigga got the combination to your safe.
Yeah. that is terrible.
That's bad.
Yep.
But I didn't remember this guy. At what years did he play?
Chris Washburn. It was I want to say the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to say the 80s. Yep. But man, they moved him. He was like, I was taking me over there to Atlanta. Atlanta was not going to be any better than Golden State.
You can find drugs anywhere if you're looking for.
You can find drugs anywhere if you're looking for.
So when I got to Atlanta, I had a friend of mine pick me up from the airport with no intention of doing anything wrong. But I didn't know he was doing drugs at that time. So again, your buddy comes in, you know he's a millionaire, you know he has a drug problem, you have a drug problem. What's the first thing you say? Let's get high. And I was being one of those guys, although I was a money maker, I was still one of those guys that fell into the traps of, I'll take care of it, I'll do it. Because see, when I was younger, being an only child, I never had real friends. See, back in the 70s, 80s, those families were 3, 4, 5 kids. So when they would go home, they had siblings. When I would go home, I had my mom and dad. So a lot of times during the day when I was younger, I would get ice cream. Have the kids come home and I would feed them ice cream so I could have the kids to play with me. And as the ice cream was gone, they were gone. So as I got older, I traded ice cream in for cocaine. As long as I had the cocaine, I had friends. But now understand this, I'm a guy, like, I'm not the best looking, but I look something like it. You know what I'm saying? So I had a lot of women around me. So when I got banned from the NBA, I'm like, well, let me call such and such. I'll go stay there. Believe it or not, in one day, all those girls changed their number. I couldn't find not one person except my phone call. And so now here I am, again, alone. And the worst thing about me is I didn't like being alone, because that's where I came from. So when I was actually banned from the NBA, it was like, and I found out this is the first year that ESPN started. And I'm sitting there getting high. And they came across the line, Chris Washburn banned from the NBA. And I wasn't thinking that I lost my $87,000 a month. How am I gonna pay for this $10,000 a month for rent or mortgage on this house? I didn't think about none of that. My thing was, good, I can get high, go practice tomorrow. And I did that for the next 3 years. I didn't run out of money for 3 years. And I was spending almost $10,000 a week. And understand this, I had the stage, I had the pushes. But when money started getting funny, I started pawning pushes out. I had dope dealers living in my house. But I'm standing in the guest room, and they're standing in the master room. Because I had to knock on my own bedroom door. Say, can I get a piece of dope? You got something for me. And so I now invited the outside into my circle. And now none of this ever stopped. Because again, I had people around me that would yes me to death. As long as I said, let's do it, hey man, is that all right? Yeah, that's cool. I had yes men everywhere, yes women everywhere. But when things started getting a little worse, they started jumping ship. You know, tonight, I've helped you years. Now here I am. Now at this point, I don't have anything. I'm homeless, sleeping on the streets. I'm eating out of trash cans. I'm watching folks as I'm sitting across the street. When they finish, what's outside, I'm in Texas now. As they finish their food outside, I walk by, see what they left on their plate. I would snatch it off, walk down the street, eat. I would go inside the stores. Because even now, I think about I'm still here. Because the one thing I just think about, when I went to the schools, see, stealing to me was always taking something out, taking something from someone. So I would go into the stores. So I would get me a car, I would get me bread, I would get meat, mayonnaise, and I would make sandwiches in the stores. I would tear the bread open, put my finger in the mayonnaise, spread it on the bread, make my sandwiches, and walk in the store because I wasn't stealing. So that's where my mind was at. And so then, one of the managers called me. He told me all he had to do was ask me, I'll feed you. And then I made a promise to myself years ago. I would never steal from friends. I would never steal from family members. I would never steal from churches until I stole from friends, until I stole from family members, until I broke to the church and stole from the church, and my mom from the church. So everything I told myself, I did. And now come to think about why am I still here? Because God, God stopped answering my prayer because a lot of times I got in trouble. Like a lot of us, my day, God, you get me out of this, I won't do it no more. Promise you I won't do this no more. And just as soon as he answered that prayer, I would go back to doing what I wanted to do. Forget what I said. But because I had people behind me, my mom, aunt, grandmother, that he couldn't turn it back on them because they hadn't done nothing wrong. So I got my prayers from somebody else that I was still here because at 55 now, I've been losing friends since I was 14. And as I've gotten old, I've seen guys in better shape, had better careers, and I'm still dying. And I'm wondering, why am I still here? I've been lawless. I've been held hostage a couple times for drugs I couldn't pay for. I've been in prison. I've been shot. Now, remember, I was spending 10, 15,000 a weekend, a week. I bought $35 worth of drugs on credit from a friend of mine stayed in my house. And because he was working with somebody else, when they came across me and asked me for the $35, I didn't have that. He shot me in the foot at 24 years old, which ended my career. Although I was banned from the NBA, I was still able to go overseas and play basketball. So when they shot me in the foot, that ended the career. Even now, I walk with a limp. I have a hole in my foot that if I jump too high, come down wrong. Because of how the hole is in my foot, it can break my whole foot. So that's what I took from the streets. I understand I stayed in the streets 14 years of getting high. And 2000 came around. My dad was on his deathbed, cancer. And I couldn't get clean with him. He passed. I was at the funeral. I go to his casket. I'm a die person. I would go to jail and the court would go in the bathroom to get high. I took my drugs everywhere. I went to that funeral with my pipe in my pocket. And before we closed the casket out, that last time you could see a person, I put my pipe inside my dad's pocket. I never do this again because somebody said that my mom. And in 2001, I started my journey with the
Oh man. So that was his story, KB.
Man, that was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, that was crazy. I didn't even know. Dude, I was like 4 years old when he got drafted.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so he did crack most of his career, got shot in the foot, all kind of shit. God
yeah.
dang. Kids do not do drugs.
Yep, that's what you learn from this. He said that's crazy as hell. Yep, it took him 3 years to spend up all that money and go broke.
Wow. And majority of it on drugs.
Yeah, all for drugs. And the NBA felt so embarrassed by this
Uh-huh.
that they made an example out of him and banned him for life from the NBA. Stern
I
wasn't
thought the
playing.
NBA cares. This man was a drug addict. I thought the
Oh,
NBA
this was
cares where you
that
create a
was before
program.
Silver. Yeah, that was before Silver came and
Oh, okay.
made the NBA cares. Yo, this the NBA don't give a fuck. Yeah,
Because this man was a drug addict. He needed help. He needed some treatment.
they actually put him in a treatment program, and that's what he said. He would get out of there. He's supposed to be in there for 30 days. They end up putting him in there for 90. Then he get
Dang.
out. He would, like he said, he was like, as soon as I get out of there, I had my buddy pick me up, and he signed in as a relative. He picks me up, and we go get high. I get high before I get to the airport
Dang.
on the plane.
That's crazy. And
Yeah,
that's fun. That's crazy because we was just talking about this yesterday on my beef channel.
yeah,
About how some people think money is gonna be the thing that solve all their problems. And I'm like, if you don't fix yourself, that money is gonna make you a worse version of yourself. If
yep,
you're already an addict, you're gonna be a worse addict. Whatever vice that you have, you're gonna have time to do more of it.
yep,
That's why a lot of these lotto winners and all this other stuff, they be fucked up after they win the lotto. because
Yeah,
they're not right with themselves. So they just go to drinking, drugging, or whatever it is that they thought was fun, and they never got a chance to do. They do that too much.
man. I know 3 lottery winners, and they all broke. They in a worse state. The lottery put them in a worse state than they ever been because they were.
Hello.
The thing is, before they had it, they never had to file for bankruptcy. Once they hit the lottery, they ended up having to file for bankruptcy and everything else. So they did what stupid people do. They go
Yep.
run out and buy a house and don't know nothing about a house. They got a house. They was like, we're gonna pay the house off. So they paid the house off. Then they said, all right, let's go buy us a house. After taxes, I think they ended up with like 8 million after the taxes. So they had $8 million. Boy, they went and got them paid off their house, got their house. They changed their phone number because people were calling them from down from like
Man, I
down
know
south.
somebody won 500. I know somebody that won $500,000 from the lotto. They paid off the house they already had and fixed up on it, and kept their job. Bought another, upgraded their car, and that's it. They living off the interest of that money. He's still working. It's just he just
Uh,
looked at it like an extra boost to do the things he wanted to do.
that's
Now
how
he
you should
chilling.
look at it. Right. That's how you should do it. That should be
Yeah,
able to. I'm like, man, I'll be able to use that. I'm like, they give that money to the wrong people because I'm like, you give me that, I'm gonna show you what I can do real fast. I'm like,
hey, that joker chilling, man. He working. He just ain't working this hard. He still got his job. He got a little dump trailer that he rent out. He just chill. He be chilling, making money.
yeah. Now the thing is that him and his wife, they had a good idea what to do with the money. They said, okay, this is what we gonna do with the money. We gonna go here and we gonna buy these houses and flip them. You don't know nothing about flipping houses. Your wife
Oh,
don't know nothing about flipping no houses. They think because they see the TV show flipping houses and all this, so they just buy a home. They gonna fix it up and then flip it. They don't even know how to that what that even details. So they go and spend all this extra money on this house. Then they don't have no building zone, no zone permits to do the work. They had to go get permission to do the stuff. So they gonna have to take it all down because they say, oh well, you can't have that on the land. Well, they done
man,
built
that's
some on
crazy.
there they can't even have. Yeah, you don't, you don't know what the hell you doing. Now you ain't wasted another 20 grand on this. Now you have to knock all that down, put that
Man, they
back
should
up.
have. You got 8 million. You got to focus on turnkey properties. Something else. You buy other people investments. People done did the work already, and they looking to capitalize. So you buy something that's turnkey, that's already
Yep.
making some money. So you could just move right into a position of you making money already. Don't
Yep.
reinvent the wheel when you got the money. It's somebody already done took the risk. Trust me.
Right. And I'm like, y'all did the hard part. Y'all got the money, and then every family member's got an invention coming up to them. Look, I heard
Man,
you
hell no.
say, man, you don't believe in me. You don't never support me, man. All I'm saying is I ain't asking you for no money. I'm saying support my dream, man. I want to make my own money. I ain't asking you for money. So they felt bad. They gave their cousin 500,000, and the wife is going out. She flying around the country, going to concerts, following R. Kelly around. So
Oh shit.
yeah, she was following R. Kelly concert tour around. And then her and her girlfriends and her cousins who she ain't seen in 15 years. But when she got the money, here they come. And then he was like, man, I'm wondering
I
when
understand. The friends that have been dry.
right, when we were struggling to make the bills, where were they at? He was like, I've been married to my wife all these years. I ain't never met these people. These cousins of hers,
Damn.
I ain't never met them. He's like, they just flew down here and
Yeah,
she
that's
was like,
crazy.
oh, they finna just stay here for they finna get them a crib. I'm gonna get them. Matter of fact, they got an idea. The house that we was trying to get, they gonna move in there and they gonna just take over the rent. So now we already got a place to rent from. So you know how that went.
Yeah, right. Cuz I can't afford the rent this month, cuz.
Yep. That's how it went. And then they ended up paying the mortgage on it, and they was paying utilities. They was like, oh yeah, we paying the utilities. And they ended up messing that house up, man. That house is destroyed. And the carpet all dirty, they smoking in there. I'm like, are they putting the cigarettes out on the rug? What they doing? And they didn't tore that house up, man. In
See,
1
that's
year,
called survivor's remorse.
in 1 year, they had $8 million after taxes. They had 2.3 by the end of 1 year. They had
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
2.3 million
Ain't no way. You said $8 million after taxes?
after taxes. 8 million.
Holy, see, that's a whole different ball game there, Jack.
2.3 in less than after it was about a year. 2.3 left.
What in the hell kind of house did they buy?
Oh, they bought a tax guzzler. They paid off the house they had, and then they had like her kids. They were staying in there, so she got.
They must have bought about a $3-4 million house.
No, it was about 700, 800,000.
Really?
Yeah, it's about 700, 800,000.
They can afford that.
Yeah, they bought that one. So it had about 5 bedrooms. Nice house, nice area too. But then they started letting the family members come over there, crash in the neighborhood, and then they in a community, they don't play that, and they got people peeing in the yard outside. You can't be doing that out there. I was like, your next door neighbor got like kids. They got slide boards and stuff. They don't want to be seeing no dude coming up here from Alabama in Mississippi out there drinking beer and peeing out there by the tree. You in a community that ain't going for that. So yeah.
Hell no.
So
are they flat broke right now? They still got a little something, don't they?
Oh no, they had both in bankruptcy. They had to, because they split up. The money divided them, and they ended up splitting what was left after the 1 year. They think they all took them the last 2 million and split it. And then the wife wanted to be on single. She was hanging out with her friends doing the single life, and she thought all those people wanted her. And it was just like he said. He was like, man, the day I got banned from the NBA, all them girls' numbers, they all changed their phone numbers. The day all them women was gone. He's like, I ain't never seen it. All them women that was there, all their numbers changed. The day they announced that I was banned from the NBA for life.
He ain't getting nobody to keep the number.
Shit. They all changed their number. Only. But
well, that wife don't know what she got there. Yeah, she don't know what she got in store for her, because all she gonna be doing is meeting dudes that she gotta pay, and he gonna have to pay the girls. So they should have stayed their dumb ass.
Yeah, he was doing dumb stuff, like buying stuff he didn't need, just buying stuff off impulse, just crazy. Like, man, yeah, I always wanted to have this, man. When I was a shorty, man, I saw this, so I went and bought it. I'm like, you ain't a shorty no more. What the hell you got it for?
Right.
It's over. Yeah, I just wanted to get it, man.
Man, they could have easily picked up a couple of turnkey properties, and make them a couple 15, 16 grand a month per property, and then live off that money that you're making off those properties.
Yeah.
Fuck that. These people crazy. Folks are crazy.
Well,
hey, commercial real estate is what saved me, boy. Commercial real estate. Shit, stop the steal. Y'all better get y'all some commercial real estate. A motherfucker take your building or take what you got going on and rent it, and you ain't got to do nothing but keep your feet up.
Yep. I'd be like,
make sure put insurance on it and everything else, so your stuff is insured, and kick your feet up.
I will hire a maintenance guy, a manager, so they can deal with him. I mean,
Yep.
all the problems in the building, you call him.
Yep.
They be like, this is
500
terrible.
and $550 a month
Yep. I mean, look,
to make all your headaches go away.
you call Juan, don't call me. Juan is there.
I'm trying to tell you, boy. Hey, then the thing is, you know how that old saying go, boy, if I knew then what I knew now. That's a
Yes.
hell of a saying right there, boy.
Yep. If I only knew then what I know now, boy, I would be so rich. I was like, if I could go back and talk to me, because they always say, they was like, if you could go back and talk to 21-year-old you, what would you tell yourself? I was like, whoa, boy, that's
Myself, don't trust that goddamn bitch and don't trust them niggas over there. That's all I was saying. Don't trust them motherfuckers till you turn 42, boy. And then I'd be doing everything on my fucking own. That's all it is. Just don't trust them some bitches right there. They no good.
man. I was like, if I could go back and talk to my younger self, boy, I'm like, first thing I'm gonna say is, don't ever talk to Toya. If her name Toya, don't talk to her. Turn away, go. Turn and burn. That girl gonna set your life back. There'll be
Hey,
a lot of money.
it's gonna be a goddamn junkie looking for a girl named Toya.
Oh, if he find her, boy, congratulations. Cause I'll be like, good. She can be yours. You like, I'm gonna be with her. I'll be good, good. I hope she make your life a living hell. It ain't gonna take long.
Man, I'm talking about man.
You want to talk about somebody? None drive me more crazy than indecisive human being. Boy, that drive me insane. I cannot deal with no indecisive person. All right, so where you want to go? I don't know. You don't know?
I want you to make
What
the
is it?
decision.
Right. I want you to do it. What's this? I don't know. And you make the decision. She don't want. She don't like none of the decisions you make. But
Not
she
near
don't
one
know.
of them.
She
She
only
wants you
gonna
to
make
make the
one.
decision so she can argue with you about the decision that you made that she asked you to make.
Yep. And then she won't make. You will never get an answer. What's the problem? Well, I don't know. I just don't want to talk. I was like, boy, you have got some mental issues. She had daddy issues for sure. Daddy was me and him was about to come to blows. He
Yeah,
was the
that's
bully.
crazy.
He was the
JJ talking about
bully of the house.
that's women in general. That ain't all goddamn women. Trust me. She talking about that's women in general. No the hell it ain't.
Now I hope you
It's
ain't
some
acting
boy.
like that,
Lord have
JJ.
mercy. Yeah, it's
JJ
some women, boy.
Kardashian.
They all they trying to do is get you to say something so they can go against that shit.
Yep. JJ Kardashian over there. He's like, that's all women. No, that ain't all women. It's some that's normal. I just gotta find some of it.
He say it's some that's normal.
Yeah, I had a good one, man. I was just there. It's just, the location. That's the only problem. I was like, man, you would have been perfect if you was around me. You way too far away.
Man, you supposed to pick up and move for it, man. Be a real man. That's what they say. You a real man, pick up and move for
I ain't picking up and moving no goddamn way.
it. Oh
Ain't
shit.
no way.
That nigga said
I'm
I ain't
like,
picking up and moving no goddamn. You be out there
right,
stranded like a motherfucker. No business, nowhere to go.
right. I be out there, don't know nobody. She know I'm in her town. Everybody know her nobody.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
That's how
see.
they love it.
Right. I like those chicks that ain't all on social media every 10 minutes. I was like, oh yeah, you perfect. She's like, I don't be on social media like that. I was like,
Oh,
all
you
right.
found a girl that wasn't on social media every 10 seconds?
Oh yeah, it's a few out
Oh
there.
yeah, you found a rare one, boy. Because most of them, they got to be on Instagram. They got to be on something, living
Yeah,
through another motherfucking life.
she does not like social media being on there like that. I'm thinking, oh, she did some crimes, or her baby daddy looking for her. And I had a chick that
Oh
was running from her baby daddy. She was on the run with the baby. I was, what the
damn,
hell? Yeah, she was. She basically left him, and her mama was trying. I want to see my grandbaby. It's like your grandson is psychotic. Well, your son is psychotic. You need to deal with him first. She trying to be safe.
damn.
And me, I'm always the rescue guy. Broken wing syndrome. I'm like, I could fix
Nah,
it.
you better stay your ass out of that shit, boy.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Hell no.
Man, I would have been chopped up if I'd have stayed over with her, I would have been chopped up by now. I was like, that was the smartest thing I did was get up out of there.
Yeah, that nookie be good, but no, them back them crazy ass baby daddy, they fighting for love. Fuck that.
Yeah, man, I felt bad. I was drinking up all them Capri Suns that they had in the juice boxes. I was tearing them up. I
I
was like,
love them goddamn juice boxes.
yeah, I was tearing them things up, watching some doggone TV over there. I was like, man. But I swear, don't ever go over there on the 1st and 15th, man. It is. I was like, what the hell is this? Is a sale going on? They was like, no, man. The link, the money hit the link, and everybody in the store, you would thought it was a free food giveaway. Everybody in there with a shopping cart just grab four of them steaks, grab four. Then that's the only time you see the boyfriend or the baby daddy. He ain't even supposed to be there.
Damn. He coming to get his half of the juice box.
Right, he coming in there with helping her push the car. Grab some of those. Yeah, get those cookies. Get those. Get the bread. Man, everybody car stacked up to the ceiling. They spend
Damn.
about $500, $600, $700 on food. The stores love it. Like, good. Come on in, clean us out.
Boy,
I'm
shit,
like,
five,
what
six
the
hundred
hell
dollars
is
ain't gonna
that?
stack that card up no more. Expensive shit is now.
Yeah,
That'll get you
yeah,
a
you
half
ain't
a card.
lying. Shoot, man, I saw that. I was like, I can't believe this. I'm like, what is this? They was like, man, it's the 1st and 15th. At the midnight, like around midnight, it hit. And they used to have a 24-hour supermarkets, man, and it was crazy that night. I was like, I've never seen nothing like this. I thought something was going down, like we was getting attacked. Because I'm like, look, what's the news saying? What's going on? What link card shenanigans? Somebody said link card shenanigans. You ain't lying. It's exactly what it
Link
was.
card shenanigans.
And she had her link card. And
They know exactly what you talking about, boy. Damn.
yeah, and I'm like, man, what is going on in here?
Shit, a lot of big shopping going on.
Yeah, I ain't got the patience for being in those lines. I was like, can't they just come back in the morning?
Somebody, can't they just come back in the morning?
I mean, I've seen all them carts and they stacked up like that. I'm like, man, I ain't getting out of here for hours. So
Man, listen. My cousin used to be the manager at Winn-Dixie, and she used to have to deal. She quit her job. She got another job. She sell insurance now because a lot of some of those women, they sell their food stamps, right? And
yeah,
they'll sell a certain amount. So they give a card to somebody to go spend the amount that they gave them in cash. But then they find out that person done spent more. So they'll come in there and they'll have a grocery or two groceries full of buggy, and they limit ain't as what they thought it was. So then they'll be cussing the lady out at the goddamn store. Man, my cousin was the manager. She had to go out there and deal with everybody. So she was like, "Nah, it shows right here that it was ran over here and it was ran for like $600." Oh hell no! They'll tell on themselves. I told that motherfucker to spend $400. He spent $600. I'm like, do you not know what you telling them is illegal for you to do?
yeah, they not supposed to
Like,
use your card.
they don't give a fuck, boy.
No, they don't. They don't even card them. This one lady, she used to send her son down there with the card. Here the card. Go down to the store and go get this, and he'll go down there and be able to use the card.
Yeah. I'm telling you, people that buy stamps, that's how they do it. The girls will usually wait outside because they can see what you done did. They check your receipt and then you give them the money. But goddamn, and don't ask me how I know. I just know. I just know how it goes. But I guess this girl was too trustworthy. She gave this nigga her card, and he gave her like $200, and he spent $400 or some shit like that. He spent $200 over what she thought he was gonna spend, and she was up there cursing like a motherfucker.
Oh man.
But my cousin, like, look, that's not my fault that you doing that because they still don't have no understanding. Some of them still be acting like somebody's supposed to do something about it, even though they did something illegal that they're not supposed to do.
Yeah. And boy, this debate coming up on Tuesday, that's gonna be the hottest thing on the ticket, boy. I ain't
What
missing
time
that.
the debate start?
I think 8 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stream that joint live. We should do a joint live and just come over and let's talk about that shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. We can do a joint live.
Let's do it. Let's do it. You do it on Casino for Life. I do it on Bustlife. We jump on each other live and share the live.
Oh yeah, they got it now. So all I gotta do is click the link when you go live, and I'll come
Yeah.
up there. Yeah, and it just
And they
shares
got a
on my.
record button on this joint right here. You see the recording button?
Oh yeah, they do. They added some new stuff on here.
You can record the whole damn live and put it up.
Yep.
It's
They
crazy.
doing. Yeah, they modifying. They adding a lot of new stuff on here too. Now they got an audio thing. You can use the audio. They modify.
What's the audio thing?
Like if you just want to record an audio video or something, you can just click a button and just start recording the audio. That was just
yeah, man, that's gonna be on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I gotta stop dealing with these junkies. YouTube getting funner and funner, man. We ain't gotta deal with these junkies. You talking about YouTube or StreamYard? I'm on StreamYard, so there's like a recording button on StreamYard.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm on, StreamYard. So.
Chrissy O done stopped through to say hi. What up, Chrissy O? Oh shit! Happy New Year to you. Chrissy O was cussing our ass out last year.
Now she didn't come around.
Yeah, man, because she realized it's boring over there on that SBS sector, man. Salute to you, Chrissy O. You are welcome with open arms.
Yeah. That's right. Now I'm finna go ahead and take me a nap and get ready for this meeting.
All right. What the hell? Chrissy O say happy Friday.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now. I thought today was Monday. Am I high?
It's Friday. And to her.
It's Friday. I must be on that good shit.
She had a hell of a week. She had a hell of a weekend, boy.
I must have had some hell of a swagger dash if it done knocked me all the way back to goddamn Friday, because my flight's supposed to be 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right. I'm probably ain't gonna wake up till Friday. That's
You talking about being Monday. I'm like, wait a minute now, goddamn. Now. I'm about to check my flight itinerary. Like, wait a minute. I thought I was supposed to be leaving at 8 o'clock in the goddamn morning. You mean to tell me I gotta wait goddamn a couple more days?
Oh man.
I got 3 more goddamn days here. Shit. All right, well, salute to you, Cito.
Salute y'all in the chat. I'm a holler at y'all.
Yeah. She talking about my apologies, SJ. Friday was a water spike.
All right.
All right, bro. Yep. They talking about you okay, Chrissy O? Laugh out loud. Oh, happy day. No, the SVS sector. Yeah, the SVS sector. Oh man, you know what the SVS sector is? There's a bunch of crybabies. It's a bunch of men and women that feel less than, that feel like celebrities are the best thing since sliced bread, and they just talk down on you if you not, like them. They weird. They hate anybody that can move and shake how they want to move and shake. They don't really like success. They like people that are, downtrodden and real. They like they call people that are don't have much real. You can't have money, you can't talk proper English, and you can't have an education and be real. You got to be like them. You got to have dirty drawers hanging up and shit. You got to come to my other channel for me to explain it to you a little bit better in depth. You know what I mean? If you really want me to break it down to you, Chrissy O, you got to come to my other channel because I can show you better than I can tell you. I can show you these people's faces and their teeth. Somebody put the beef channel in the chat because I feel like going over there and letting her know the real truth. I'm happy that Chrissy O is back. Her smile was infectious, but she a little crazy now. But her smile was infectious. Oh shit! Don't put me over. I had my phone in my hand. Got to be more careful. I don't even got my goddamn license on me. Yeah, I done left my license in the room. Oh man, I didn't. I done forgot my license. It's one thing I didn't forget though, mother trucker. I bet you it's one thing I didn't forget though. Yeah, I done forgot. I know my license number to the T though. Yeah, I know my license. I'll read it. Hey officer, hey, run this. But I better get this shit out my goddamn pocket though. I got the Bible with me. I keep that Bible with me everywhere I go. But up here the rules are different, so I gotta take this shit out the goddamn. I gotta take that out there. Can't ride around with one in the thing up here, which I don't understand that. Why you can't ride around with one in the top of the Bible? Yeah, I had to fix that. Yeah, you can't ride around. Can't ride around with one in the top of that Bible like that. Yeah, with the pages of the Bible open, you gotta goddamn close the pages of that Bible. You gotta make sure there's not one at the top of the Bible in the state. You got to make sure the state that you in, you got to abide by their rules. Now, I just make it look like I'm abiding by their rules, but I like to keep one Bible scripture open at all times. Yeah, for real. But drop the link to my. I'm gonna explain it, Chrissy. Okay, y'all drop the link to my beef channel so I can. Yeah, they go the link to my beef channel. Chrissy O, sign up to that channel right there. I'm gonna go over to that channel and I want you to hit the link. And I want to talk to you. I'm gonna let you hit the link, and I'm gonna explain to you the SBS sector, and I'm gonna show you these people. And you're gonna see why they mad and why they crazy like the way they crazy. You talking about 100 the American? Yeah, man, it's different rules now. You gotta abide by the rules. You really do. Learn the rules of the places that you're in. Travel responsibly and safely, people. Hide the Bible if the cops watching. Nah, I gotta make them aware of the Bible. It's gonna be where it's supposed to be. I know the rules where I'm at. You know, I'm legal to have a Bible damn near everywhere I go. A Bible should be, universal. You should be able to take the Bible across countries, across states, across everything in any state. But I like to stay prayed up, so I keep the Bible with me. Is that your 2.0? No, we on 2.0. That's the beef channel. That's called the throwaway. We're gonna call it the throwaway. You know what I mean? It's not monetized. We say what we want. It's the throwaway channel. You know what I mean? You from the hood. You from Cali. Well, you ain't from the hood, but you from Cali. They keep that throwaway Glock. So yeah, this that throwaway channel. We ain't worried about nothing. Yeah. You talking about amen. Man, I'm trying, I'm a bless them child. Whatever happened to him gonna be up to the Lord, but boy, I'm gonna bless you, child. If you come fucking around, bless you, child. Bless you, child. You from Boston? Oh, y'all don't play up there in goddamn Boston. I don't fuck around in Boston. They call niggas Mondays in Boston. Fucking Monday. Yeah, you from a racist ass town, Chrissy O. God damn. They call Kyrie Irving a nigga in Boston. Allegedly, I think I snapped. They'll kick your ass in Boston, Chrissy O. You say something to the wrong white girl. No, I ain't know that, Chrissy O. My bad. I thought you was from D.C. I thought you was from D.C. Proverbs or Ezekiel. Ezekiel. Shit, I'll let them pick. Shit, I'm just gonna get chaotic. I don't give a damn whatever verse they pick. Oh, okay. I thought you was from DC. You talk like you from DC. I just left DC. Yeah, I just left DC. I was in DC for one day. You fucking one day. JJ tell me I'm dead. Yeah, they'll swing on you. You talk to the wrong white girl up there in Boston, boy. Hey, them motherfuckers crazy. That's where Dana White from. Them Boston motherfuckers crazy. You see, he slap his wife down. Pop, pop. Bitch, shut up. Sit your ass down somewhere. Don't touch me. I'm a man. Yeah, them Boston motherfuckers crazy. You hope I had fun. No, I ain't do nothing. I was over there on business. You know, I stay low in DC. Yeah, I keep my head down. Yeah. I don't want my past to become my present in DC. Some niggas mad at me in DC, boy. Oh man. Yeah, some niggas mad at me in DC. I had to take me 30 niggas to Stadium nightclub. I got the police mad at me up there and everything. That be the Dulo twist in DC. The police got there and be with the shits. I'm at odds with the police in DC. I'm like, God, I ain't know that was your family, man. What the fuck wrong with you? Don't abuse your power like that, bro. Yeah, we into it with the police up there, so I stay the fuck out of DC. I try to be in Virginia. Yeah, I try to be in Virginia. Yeah, we was just a little light situation that it was just a light situation. Just happened to be a brother of somebody that happened to be in law enforcement. So, but listen now, if you want to, Chrissy, if you got time now, I'm gonna jump on the other channel real quick. I'll go start a live right now. If you gonna hit the link now, I'll explain to you in depth what this SVX stand for now. If you gonna hit the link. You heard me, Chrissy? If you gonna hit the link now, I'll explain in depth with picture evidence. How they say fancy evidence of what the SBX sector stand for now. We'll detail it out. I don't see Rippy Rock posts. Oh man. Man, I look player right now. Boy, I look player as hell. Look at me, y'all. I look player than the motherfucker right now. Look at this shit. I look player than the motherfucker. What's up, dog? Rolling up your little shit now. I got one right in here. I still got one to roll up last night. I'm gonna go smoke this. You roll up that one though. All right, bet. I lost my roll station. I don't know how to roll, so my fresh dog rolling up for me. SJ say posted. So hey Chrissy O, you gonna hit the link? Oh, what's up? Boy, they finna be mad now. What? Chrissy O done came over there and hit the link. Oh, motherfucking ass. She don't know he ain't gonna do nothing but cuss her out. Goddamn haters. I'll hit the link. All right. I mean, hold on. Let me set up the live right now. Let me go over there. Matter of fact, I'm finna end this and just go live on that one right now. Y'all come over to the Beef channel. We going live right now. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Salute to Sino for coming out. Here go one of the channels that I watch. All the channels that I watch. That junkie is the king of the SBS sector. KB, I just applied for that HELOC, and now my phone blowing up. All these lenders calling me. Boy, that HELOC loan, where is that? Are you planning on selling it, or are you just gonna pull the money out of it and invest in something else, and then just pay the loan back down? Because you got like, how long are you gonna do it for? Because I know it's certain HELOC loans you don't got to pay it back for like 10 years and all kind of different things. So, which one you getting? Because that HELOC could be beneficial as hell. I'm telling you, I had a girl from Detroit teach me about that HELOC. She worked for the bank. They pulling all equity out of everything, boy. Still ain't got no coat on, man. Cold, man. Man, that's nice out here. Man, it's freezing out this motherfucker. You. Yeah. It's good, bro. I got on 2 fucking jackets. That's what your spoiled ass get, living down there in fucking. You just want to, yeah, I just want to pull the money out and invest somewhere. Oh, that's what's up. Make sure you get that interest rate down, because the interest rate's high as shit right now. But I don't know about, you got good credit, but interest rate's still been a little bit high. What's a HELOC loan? It's a type of loan that you can get on a house or a property that you own outright. Look it up. It's a type of loan that you can get through the bank from your property. And the HELOC is a different type of loan because it defers the payments. Like I looked at one, and it was like you don't have to pay for like 10 years. Yeah, it's a way to take your equity out your home. It's a type of loan. And that's just one of the ways. That ain't it's a HELOC is just one of the ways. It's multiple ways you can get the money out of your home. Oh, you already got one. Yeah, that joint right there should take that glass off of there. But y'all, I'm gonna go over to the other channel right now. Y'all look up the HELOC loan. So we're not giving you advice. Look it up. See if it's something that you may want to do if you own a home. You tap into that. See, she says better than refinancing. See, you tap into that HELOC loan, and if it's beneficial, then it'll be beneficial for you. If it's not, don't say we ain't give you advice. Don't say we gave you advice. Hell no, I'm not giving you no advice. I'm telling you to look it up, see for yourself. He says like a big ass credit card using the equity in your house. But don't take biz advice. All I see is 3 stories on it. Yep, that's all it is. Somebody drop the beef channel in the chat again before we go, so they can sign up. Chrissy O, I delete the content right after we done. After we done with it, I delete the content. It's the throwaway channel. We got throwaway content. It's all for satire. It's not made to hurt or offend or marginalize any groups. It's not made to make anyone hurt or feel ostracized. It's all inclusive. We'll joke on each and every last one of you. Equal opportunist joking. We don't have no problems with it. So I'll see y'all over there. Somebody drop the link to the channel one more time, please. Hey, Biz, don't explain both. You better goddamn let them figure it out. They gonna say you gave them advice and sue your motherfucking ass. As soon as they don't pay back they goddamn loan, they lose their house. It's Biz's fault. I own my shit before I listen to Biz. All right. Well, I'm finna goddamn go over to the other channel, y'all. I'm gone.